So it's a beautiful day to be down here at the river. I'm so excited to be here with Jeff to
There goes the deer.
Officially open Front Royal River Adventures. We're so excited about what you've done with the property and what we know you're gonna do. Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to ask Mayor Cockrell to say a few words.
Thank you, thank you. So I met Jeff a while back when he brought this idea to us at Front Royal Town Council. I'm super excited that it's here and ready to open. You know, our area, we have such natural assets, and you're really capitalizing on that, and that's a good thing. Earlier this morning, I was thinking most of our river outfitter adventures are out in the county, and so this is one for the town. So I'm really happy you're here, excited that you're investing in us, and I know we're going to have lots of fun's going to be happening here. So thank you.
It's really sweet, thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Jeff, could we hear a few words from you?
Yes. I guess I'd like to say that I'm both proud and honored to open Front Royal River Adventures here, right in Front Royal on the South Fork of the Shenandoah. I'd like to thank my family for their patience over the last 6 months while Whit Overstreet and I, my general manager and future owner of the business, have worked to take advantage of this great campus that we have here. It's a park-like setting. We're directly on the South Fork of the Shenandoah, in the town of Front Royal, near I-66. It just couldn't be a better location for us. The town of Front Royal, all the way from staff through Planning Commission, Town Council, everybody involved has been incredibly supportive right from the beginning. We've had no friction. We've had a warm welcoming from Warren Park, our community, and we want to be a part of this small community and the greater community as well here, and invite our guests and friends and family to come and play.
Nice. All right. Okay, guys, we are going to count down from 3. Jeff, you're going to cut on 1. So
Any tricks to this?
Huh?
Any tricks?
Nope. It works just like a regular pair of scissors. So here we go. 3, 2, 1.
So Jeff, on behalf of the Royal Examiner, I'd like to congratulate you on the opening of Front Royal River Adventures. And I see behind you, you've got canoes and floats and everything. Could you just tell us about what we can expect?
Sure.
And it looks like it's a lot of fun, so.
Yeah, so we just had our ribbon cutting with the mayor of Front Royal and all the representatives and friends and family. And we're celebrating a grand opening weekend. We have been quietly open for a little while, working out the kinks, but what we've done here is we acquired the VFW property in 2021. And the VFW, as everybody knows, had their headquarters here for several generations, lost their meeting location, and were unable to rebuild here. And it has, for 15 or more years, been on my mind as a great location for a river adventure business, or a river outfitter, if you will. And so we've got 12 acres of open field. We're on about a quarter mile of riverfront for the South Fork Shenandoah. And our goal as a business is to be part of the Front Royal community and the greater Shenandoah Valley community, offer family adventure on the river and around the river, which includes canoeing, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding. We have family rafting, which means that we offer rafts for guests if they want to travel down the river together, but it's not whitewater stretch, it's a nice gentle flow. And we're also offering inner tubing, which is, in the summer, probably the #1 bestseller. And we're prepared for small groups, individuals, friends and family. We're prepared for larger groups if people want to bring a group of friends or do an event here. We have access to the South Fork right here, which means that as a business we can do 2 types of river activities with everybody. We can take people upriver, which is kind of the traditional outfitting model, where we get everybody in a vehicle once they've checked in, we take them upriver, and then they take their time on their own schedule and they float down to our business location. And when they're done floating the river, they're free to go home, or they can stay and enjoy the campus. You know, we'll have horseshoe, we'll have frisbee here, well, just like field games for people to hang out. They can picnic, they can enjoy our pavilion. We have a pavilion that can accommodate several hundred people on picnic tables to get out of the sun in the summer, or out of the rain if it happens to be an afternoon rain. We have a bathhouse as well with bathrooms for men and women. And that has also set us up, everything that's here has set us up to have a camping opportunity. So we have set up campsites along the river for guests who can come and camp overnight for anywhere between 1 and 15 days or 14 days. And they can just spend the time by themselves. They're also welcome to enjoy the river activities while they're here on the campus. So the second type of river activity we're offering are what we call park and paddle, or paddle by the hour. So guests can come to our park-like setting, park and stay here and rent boats. And where we're located on the Shenandoah, at the confluence of the North and the South Forks, it's also the backwater to the Warren Dam. There's a dam downriver, and it slows the water down right in the center of the property. And so while everything 100 miles of free-flowing river upstream flows down to our location, and then the river slows down to almost to a stop here, and then wanders gently and through the reservoir. And so we've got opportunities for people to launch here, paddle around, paddle the stand-up paddle boards, kayaks, canoes, and then come back to this location so they can determine how long they want to be on the river. They can do it for an hour, they can do it for 2 hours, they can take a whole day. A lot of people like that option if they're not as comfortable with the river, or if the river gets low like it is right now in drought and they're a little less experienced, they don't know how to navigate a low flowing river. It's a great option. And we also are going to be offering rental of the pavilion and the grounds for events. We've had quite a few people already preserve or rent the pavilion for family reunions. We've had wedding receptions here. We had Norfolk Southern come for a corporate event. We had a roofing company come. And so it's a really nice spot to come and do an event, and you can participate in the paddle sports or not while you're here, but it's an option for the group if they come. Otherwise, you just have avail to this campus. We're on the northernmost portion of Front Royal in town. We're actually technically within the town, but we've got more than 10 acres of agriculturally zoned property here, next to what is also about 1.5 miles of riverfront property, and the property upstream of us, which was just donated by the Andrea family to the county, Warren County. And their hope is over time to be able to develop a park there. And so the assets here in this area in the north of town, right on the river, are great for people to come and enjoy, whether you're coming from Washington, D.C., or whether you're from Front Royal itself.
Well, thank you, Jeff. And again, what is the best way if someone wants to have some fun on the river?
Yeah.
What is the best way to contact you?
There's 2 ways to contact us. You can call us on the telephone, which we have in our pockets at all times. Our phone number is 540-622-4220, which is 622-4220. I know you're supposed to repeat it several times so people remember it. Even easier is you can go to our website, which is www.frontroyalriveradventures.com. 4 words spelled out. It's long, but it's easy once you type it in, or you can Google us. We have a full online reservation system, so you can get online, you can reserve a tube or a stand-up paddleboard or a raft or even a campsite. Eventually we'll have the pavilion on there. You can pay, you can do your online participation agreement or waiver, and everything is set, so when you get in you just got to check in and go on your river trip. That's probably the easiest way to do it, but we also love walk-ins, so you're welcome to walk in anytime and fall into a schedule of either renting a boat for launching here, coming to enjoy a campsite, or letting us take you upriver and drop you off to float down to the Front Royal River Adventures. And I would also like to say that we are very honored to join the other outfitters that are on this river. I've got friends for decades who run the other outfitters. I consider them friends. I consider them business allies. They supported me when I was Shenandoah Riverkeeper, and I would like to name them, which is Don Roberts, who has been the longtime owner and founder of Front Royal Outdoors, John Gibson, who's the founder and longtime operator of Downriver Canoe Company. And those guys are mentors to me, and they've been very helpful to me over many years as I've spent the last 20 or so years on the Shenandoah River as a fishing guide, as the Shenandoah River Keeper, and founded that program in 2005. Running Ashby Gap Adventures, which does scenic tours, and now for Front Royal River Adventures. And so this is all I've ever wanted to do, is have a river business, even since I was a kid. And I feel really blessed and lucky to be here. Thanks for having me.
And thank you, Jeff, and again, congratulations.
Thank you.